Sup? It's Friday. It looks like Panda has 3 copies of Something is Killing the Children 8th print, number 1. Awesome. Yeah, so it's Friday. I gotta do stuff later. I gotta take the kids out to meet my parents. So I have to do this a little bit earlier today, but I sent an invite out to a couple different places, so if anybody feels like jumping on, feel free to jump on. And also I'm aware, obviously, that probably not as many people are going to show up, because I had planned this for Friday afternoon, and then I think Wednesday, I had set it up like Monday morning, and then Wednesday my mom texted that she wanted to take the kids for the weekend because we were going to meet with her Sunday for Mother's Day. And so she wanted to take the kids for the weekend, like Friday after they get out of school. What's up, Dale? And keep them for the weekend, spend time with them, and then meet with us Sunday for Mother's Day, and we'll get them back. So I have to go this afternoon. Anyway, very long way around to the point that I have to go later today. So I'm probably not going to be back at the house until probably like 5 or 6. So I want to go ahead and do this now. Plus, with the kids gone, we'll probably have date night with the wife. So, because I probably owe her a few apologies this week. So, yeah. So, I guess what's up, Ruben? Let me run this real quick. Boom. Yeah, so yeah, it's been a pretty cool week, pretty chill week. I got a pretty big order in on Tuesday, and so a pretty big project. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I was pretty busy trying to get all that done because it had a 3-day turnaround. So today's been pretty chill. I've mostly just been reading comics because I didn't get to read anything when it all came out. However, I did find time to go and pick them up. But the only thing I had read up until that point was Action Comics. 1030, I'm going to say 1038, and I'm probably wrong on that. But the Action Comics book that came out this week, I guess I should pull out this list so I can remember what books I read. Yeah, so Action Comics number... Oh, no, it's just 1030. Okay, so Action Comics number 1030 was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. I think the coolest thing about it is that Phillip Kennedy Johnson, like he starts that book out with a promise. He promises that, you're going to get something by the end of this book, and he delivers. But he didn't promise us what happens next. And so, I was reading the book expecting it to get to a certain point, and it gets there, and I'm like, but there's still like another page here, I think there's like 2 more pages at that point. I'm like, this is what he promised. This is what he said he was going to do at the beginning of the book, so we're here, and there's like 2 or 3 more pages, and I'm like, all right. And I start reading more and more, and it's just like, boom. So I'm really excited for where Action Comics goes from here. I thought 1030 was phenomenal. It was really cool. The way that it sets everything up. There's like some scenes in there. If you've been following along with the Phillip Kennedy Johnson Superman stuff, it's Clark and Jonathan. And so Clark has kind of been alluding to, like, he feels like he's coming to a certain end. And Jonathan is like dealing with this crisis of self because he's from the future. And so like he knows when history stops talking about his dad, and he knows that the events that are happening now, these are the events where history stops. And so it's really cool because the book starts out with one thing, and then the second scene in that book is Superman and Batman kind of like running some tests and things like that. So you get a nice little action piece there. And then you get this great scene of Jonathan and Damian just hanging out and having a great conversation. And like they're having this great conversation that kind of explores like what it's like to be, the kid or the child, or having to grow up and like, pass the torch and all that kind of stuff. I guess from their perspective, what it's like to have to receive that torch and have the weight of the world on your shoulders, And so that's a great conversation. And then you just get like this crazy, crazy, crazy ending. And so I'm pretty pumped for Superman. Like, I know Superman and Action Comics have kind of been telling the same story back and forth. And so it was really cool. Like, we know that I think Tom Taylor's taking over like the Superman title, and they're going to kind of rebrand it, and it's going to be focused on Jonathan and stuff. So I'm sure that's going to be great. But I'm really interested to see where Action Comics goes from here, because it's about to get intense. So if you haven't been reading Action Comics, like, honestly, what you need to know is what I just told you. Superman's alluding to, like, he kind of knows that he's toward the end of his life. Jonathan has been aware that this is where history ends. And so this has kind of been a existential crisis for him. And Action Comics, like, you could just start with this issue knowing that bit of information, and I think, like, it would absolutely slap. So check out Action Comics. I'm excited to see where Superman goes under Tom Taylor, because he's also writing Nightwing. So cool stuff. Batman and Superman, like, this book was so cool. They have Bryan Cranston in there. How could you not want to Bryan Cranston? Come on, man. And there's like some cool stuff. It utilizes, I don't know if anybody remembers, but Batman Superman number 16, and that one, it was 2 separate film strips, and you could like read this story as like you could read them individually and stuff, but right at the end, like, they cross over. And so I was like, okay, maybe that's just like a little one-shot adventure. It was kind of cool, but I wasn't sure like how it was gonna, if it was gonna, every issue was gonna be like that or what. Turns out they're still dealing with the film, but it wasn't like 2 stories. Now it was kind of like stylized and stuff. But I really liked the story. I had a great time with it. It's really cool because they're messing with all these like different things, and there's like, this is very much your I think it's like 1941 Golden Age heroes. Superman's symbol is like all crazy like, and the way that they get away with that is like they're moving through film strips of like different time periods and stuff, and so it's really cool because Robin is like hilarious in this. They crash into a room, and like Batman throws a batarang and it hits Lex and like knocks this thing off his arm or whatever, and Batman says, "You better stop now, or the next one's going into your eye," or something to that effect. And Robin's like, "Please do what he says. That's going to be gross." So it's like Golden Age Robin at his best, all the like, holy Batman, So it was great. I really liked Robin in this. I thought he was like great comedic relief. They like they put him in the back seat whenever Lois is riding around with Batman in the Batmobile. They move Robin to the back seat instead of putting her in the back seat. So it's cool stuff. I enjoyed it. It's like very much like this classic Golden Age heroes sort of thing. And it's doing this like really cool thing with like a meta. It's like a meta, like all the stories taking place inside of like this metaverse kind of thing. And they introduce a cool new, like a cool villain in here. I'm assuming it's brand new. I don't know. But it has to deal with like why the film and all that stuff's going on. So I really liked Batman, Superman. I really enjoyed 16. It was kind of a sleeper hit. And 17 was just as good. Like, I'm really excited to see where this continues to go. Because they've really established the opportunity to explore all kinds of different eras and generations of characters, And thinking of Action Comics, Robin. Holy cow, Robin was great. I really enjoyed it. The beginning was a little slow, but it was cool to see him, I guess, like to see Damian kind of reminisce and lament kind of where he's at and stuff and what all's going on. And it's kind of like everything that Damian is, you know, like he shows up to the island, like he's in this fight with King Snake, and he's just like a cocky douchebag. And then he goes to the island where they're establishing the tournament, and still a cocky douchebag. And then the way it all ends, the way the first fight ends, is just it's awesome stuff. Like I'm interested because it's kind of like a no going back kind of moment, and so it's going to be interesting to see what happens next, because I think we might actually see like some really cool character growth out of Damian out of this. He definitely is not everything that he thinks he is, and so I'm excited to see somebody possibly humble him a bit. But Robin, yeah, I suggest this is probably, I don't know, I didn't see a numbering on it, so I don't know how long it is. I imagine if this is a mini-series, though, like, it would probably be great to read that first issue and kind of, like, keep yourself hooked, and then in a couple months, like 6 months or whatever, whenever the trade comes out, just grab that and read it. So it was really cool, though. I enjoyed it. I'm probably going to continue to read it. But I could see if it's a mini-series, like 6 issues or something, it's probably going to turn into, like, a really great trade collection. To just like read through the whole story, because it did feel a little there wasn't like a ton of stuff that happened in it, I guess, but it was a really cool setup for this story. And oh man, Batman Detective, Detective continues to impress. I really enjoyed this issue. I liked the way that it kind of set Batman up. You know, of course, like Dan Mora's art's awesome. Like all the sequentials was great. The artwork was awesome. Storytelling was there. I really liked the way it was written. The dialogue was great. Very much a detective story. There's still like some great action in here. But, you know, basically there's a murder and Batman's out to solve it. And it's kind of a classic setup in the sense like the police, they're looking for a missing person. Batman's looking for a missing person. He finds missing person like moments before them. And so they roll up on the scene, and it kind of puts a bad spotlight on Batman. And that just kind of like doubles down, because there is like this whole like top down effort from the mayor's office and stuff to crack down on vigilantes. So whenever you catch Batman looking guilty, well, then you just caught Batman in exactly the kind of position you need to sway public opinion. So Batman Detective, really cool stuff. Really excited to see where it goes from there. There is a Huntress backup story, and it's cool because it kind of ties in a little bit to like the main story, to the detective story. But at the same time, like it wasn't the strongest part of the book by any means. I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. But overall, Detective was awesome stuff. And Teen Titans Academy, I think that's the last DC book I read. I really enjoyed Teen Titans Academy #2. I mean, this is going to sound crazy, but Suicide Squad is like one of the best books I'm reading right now. And which was a surprise to me, total shocker. Like, don't think that I started picking up Suicide Squad because I thought it was going to be that good. I thought it was pretty good in the Future State stuff, and so there was like some very loose connections between the Future State version and this, Infinite Frontier version. And so I was like, well, let me go ahead and pick up the first one and see like how connected it really is. And it ended up just like completely blowing me away. And then Suicide Squad 2 again blew me away. I really like Red X from Teen Titans on TV. So that's why I got into Teen Titans Academy. And then in this issue, well, in Suicide Squad 2, that one ends with the tease that they're headed to Teen Titans Academy next. So we knew that there was a crossover coming. I kind of thought that we were going to get Suicide Squad 3 and Teen Titans Academy 3. We're going to tell like a connected story there. But at the end of this issue, at the end of Teen Titans Academy 2, we do get the tease for the crossover. So like this is going to be somewhat of an event. And so I really enjoyed that. this issue of Teen Titans Academy highlights some of the new characters and different lights and stuff. So I really enjoyed that. Hang on just a moment. Anyway, hey, what's up, Mark? I just talked about my last DC book. I don't know why you're here now. What's up, guy?
Yo, what's up, new guy? I'll be late guy. How's it going?
Good. Just I was just talking about some of the books I read this week. Most of the DC ones.
I don't think I've shown off anyone what I got this week.
Oh no? Oh yeah, because that was going to happen last night, huh?
Right. I heard you say this right before I popped on. Teen Titans
Academy.
Number 2. Epic read. Epic. I love what they're doing. It feels very much like a misdirection. And we can talk about that. I haven't read this yet. Batman Superman 17.
Oh, it's so good.
Dude, the last one was epic.
Yeah, so, and this one I thought it was gonna be like I thought the last one was kind of gonna be like a one-off story or something. But this one picks it up and runs with it. It's not the same as like the 2 film strips,
sure,
like they did, but it's still like film strip themed, I guess. And there's reasons why, and you find out like you're kind of in like this weird metaverse and stuff. It's really cool.
Nice. I haven't read this yet either. Robin number 1.
Oh, Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the end of that one is a heart stopper.
Really?
Yeah, like it's an excellent hook for the whole series.
Sweet. I'm assuming Talia is in it, obviously.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she doesn't show up.
I haven't read this yet either, but I did buy an extra one online yesterday from another YouTuber to put in this month's Bird Box.
Oh, nice. Did you get that one for free?
Did I get this one for free?
Like, for buying the BRZRKR thing or whatever?
Yeah. So,
okay.
How to buy these.
Oh, okay.
This is like my 4th copy of number 1, so this one will probably go into Bird Box too. And then I bought the second one. I like the foil cover, which this was a really good read too. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Then obviously, which was way better than I thought it would be, considering I felt like I was let down the whole series, but issue 6 felt like, I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked number 6. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's what the whole series was leading up to, and then it's over, Like, that was the only thing that I thought was kind of strange, was how it all built to what everybody was waiting for from the beginning,
Yeah. And there were some characters in there that I did not expect. Like, I did not see one specific female showing up.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. The ending, I kind of felt like the whole time, like there's something there about that person. And then at the end, the last page, like it was surprising, but not surprising.
Yeah. It was one of those things I was like, oh, like that totally makes sense, but like, I don't know that I didn't think about that, but I definitely didn't put a lot of, focus on it. Like I kind of suspected it, but I never really thought like that's where it was headed, But I do feel like it's just kind of weird. Like it all built up to this thing, and then Donny Cates is like walking away from it, And I kind of expected like some kind of like finale-ness to it all, I guess.
Finale.
Like, I kind of felt like it was gonna like have like a really solid ending. So this would be a chunk, and then like you pick up the Zdarsky run coming up next or something, and it feels like everything's just gonna like really flow over seamlessly to the next writer,
Yeah, Chip Zdarsky is taking over.
Yeah, he'll be. Do you know how long he's gonna be on it? because I had heard somebody the other day on a podcast said they think he's only writing 2 issues. So I don't know.
I don't see how long this series actually goes, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. I really didn't think this was going to be an ongoing title, but that's how they have it listed. So,
I mean, I don't understand why, unless Donnie's got other independent projects, because it's like they can only do 3 other independent projects outside of Marvel. And so I don't know what else he's doing. So when he's top one to do something else. So
yeah, Cates is working on the Spawn universe stuff.
Yeah, so I really thought that Donnie was going to put himself in the story based off that cover that we saw for issue 6. I was like, oh, he's spoiling the cover himself, but actually he wasn't in it. So I don't know.
Well, not even that. Like, I never thought he was going to make himself a character in the book necessarily, but it definitely for a while there seemed like he was the person narrating the everything that was going on, and I was surprised that wasn't revealed. But you saw like the narrator fades away at the end, so I guess maybe it's symbolic of Cates leaving the book if it was him.
See, I didn't even look at that very much, to be completely honest. But
yeah, because he you know, for a lot of the book, especially like I think in the 2nd or 3rd issue, when you started seeing like the blue penciled panels and stuff, it felt very meta. And then they have like that news scene, and I think the beginning of the 2nd one, like all these writers have disappeared or been murdered. And so I was like, this is getting really meta. And then like the narration in all those books, it sounds like Donny Cates kind of telling the story or something. And then at the end of this one, you know, like it kind of fades out. So I don't know what's going on there, but it's going to be interesting because
I don't know if I want to continue to pick it up, to be honest with you, now that this 6-issue story is over, unless someone says, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So
that's the thing. Like, I kind of feel the same way. Like, I would kind of want to step away from it as like this first arc ends. Right. But Zdarsky's such a good writer, man. Like, I don't know. This book might turn into something way better than Cates.
I never really wanted to read this story anyways, to be completely honest with you. I never did. But I think Mark talked me into picking it up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did, and I was like, oh, okay. Issue 1 was great. Issue 2 was really good. Issue 3 and 4 were meh. 5 was better, and then 6 was probably the best or the second best.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, I was never really that interested. I remember when they announced it, and I was like, okay. And people were like, have you seen this? Blah, blah, blah. And then, like, I guess the hype, you know, and it was something we were going to talk about. And so I went ahead and grabbed the first one, and it was okay, but I continued reading it on hype. But then, like, the last 2 issues really kind of hooked me into it. And then once I found out Zdarsky's taking over, like, I mean, he's killing it on the Red Hood story right now, so.
When is that Red Hood story coming out?
It's already out. The Urban Legends one?
Oh, is that like a second story in one of the books?
It's in the Urban Legends book, it's an anthology, so there's 4 stories in each one. Okay. And like the main story is a Red Hood story that Zdarsky's writing.
I was thinking of the Future State one that's going to be continued. Or coming out.
Oh yeah. That one comes out in like June, I think.
I'm excited about that because the Future State one was epic.
Yeah. Oh, this one's really cool, man. Like Zdarsky writing this one, and this anthology it's solid. I really like it. Yeah, 2 issues deep. Yeah, but I am excited for the Future State one. It's just like called Gotham or something, isn't it?
I don't know, but I don't know what it's called, but I assume there's got to be Red Hood in the name, right? But I think it is called Gotham.
Yeah, I think there might be 2 of. I don't know. They're coming out with different like Future State stuff now, so it's hard to tell exactly. But I think Gotham, like Future State, Gotham City, or something like that, is supposed to be the.
Let's see here. Red Hood is going to war. Red Hood is going to war with Batman's entire family for Future State Gotham.
Gotham Future State, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Comes out in May.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so May, June, something like that. It'll be cool.
There's some Derek Chew covers coming for it. Nice.
Ooh.
I love Derek Chew's art. I do like Red Hood. He's probably my second favorite Robin behind Nightwing, of course.
Yeah.
But I like him as Red Hood, not as Robin, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, I think like I don't know, Damian's been pretty cool in all his stuff lately, but
Yeah.
I think my preferred Robin was always the third one, Drake.
Oh, really? See, I don't know very much to be able to give one way or the other.
Like as a Robin, I liked him best as the Robin. I like Dick Grayson as Robin, except for I like him better as Nightwing and like being on his own. Yeah, so like if I was gonna write a Batman story or something, that's how I would have the lineup. It would be like Dick Grayson as Nightwing and have Tim Drake as Robin. Red Hood would be out there, like that kind of dynamic.
Where would Damian be?
I probably wouldn't even write Damian in. I don't know enough about him.
I'll tell you what, Nightwing, since Tom Taylor took over, woo-wee.
I know.
Absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Especially those, you even talked about this last week in your pre-weeks end where you talked about the first 2 pages where he's like going down the strip and changing from his different suits as he's flying down the buildings. I love that.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. My thing, like I really don't know too much about like I don't know too much about Tom Taylor. I've never really read much of his writing. I'll say like Nightwing 78 sold me on his Nightwing. Nightwing 79 sold me on Tom Taylor. Like I'm interested in reading a lot of his stuff now.
Yeah, so 78 was definitely world building and it was fun too. Like that whole opening scene with the bullies and Barbara, that was a lot of fun. And then building out with Zuko's family was pretty cool. And then 79, we got to know more about Dick and what he's doing, why he's doing it, and then we also certainly get a look at the villains. It's something about like the heart. I forgot what it was called, like the hole in the heart or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But I like that.
Yeah, it was really cool, and I love the splash we got in 79. The way he like drops down off the roof and like hits the car and like swings around the pole, and then he's like coming back out on the other side of the page, like kind of coming at you with that foot. Like it was such a great little like just like scene, the way it all like rolls across.
I liked it too. The Heartless one, there it is. Okay.
The Heartless one, okay.
Yeah, no, I really liked.
Is that Taylor or Zdarsky that he's referring to there?
I really liked Dan Jurgens writing Nightwing the previous 20 issues, or really like 17, 18 issues. Even when he was known as Rick, like it was really well done, like really, really well done. And what's funny is that I think it was Batman 99, he gets his suit back and becomes Nightwing again. But then in the Nightwing story, he also becomes Nightwing again, but in his own Dan Jurgens way. It was like it was together, but it wasn't. It was almost like Dan Jurgens was pissed that it happened in Batman. So he's like, you know what? I don't care what happened in that book. I'm still going to do it for my readers that are only reading my book. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good. I think more creators should kind of like take ownership of that stuff, Like it's got to be frustrating that because didn't they do the whole thing where they shot him, right? They shot him in his head.
That happened in I want to say it's Batman 56 or 54.
Yeah, so that happened in Batman. Like if I was writing Nightwing, I would be kind of frustrated if that wasn't a decision that was made with me as being part of it.
I'll give you one guess whose decision that was.
Snyder or
Tom King.
Oh yeah, King was writing at the time, right?
Horrible. I strongly dislike his. Okay, his first 50 issues were solid. Toward the end, it was almost like every single panel, Tom King is writing. Like every voice is a Tom King voice. He's very good at writing other people's voices. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So, and in the last 30 pages, get out of here, dude. Get out of here, man. Horrible.
I feel like that has to be at least a little bit hyperbolic there.
The last 10 years we've had literally
people love the Snyder run, right?
Snyder took over in 2011. Then Tom King took over, which they actually co-wrote the Batman one-shot. And then James Tynion took over. I would say, honestly, Tom King is a very, very, very distant third. Scott Snyder first, and then James Tynion, and then Tom King, which I like Tom King. He's a nice guy. I've met him. Don't like his writing.
It happens sometimes.
He shouldn't be writing Batman. He should be writing those weird characters like Blue Beetle,
Mr. Miracle, and Vision, and all that stuff that he did.
Yeah, and Booster Gold. He did a great job writing Booster Gold and Heroes in Crisis, even though Heroes in Crisis sucked. In my opinion. Yeah, well, no.
King is better than Snyder.
Hard disagree.
I can agree with his statement there. I know those two definitely would make that argument.
Oh, I'm sure they would.
I can't speak to it. The only Tom King I've really read is Batman Catwoman, and that's like 4 issues in, and it's amazing, but that doesn't mean that he's good at everything he does either, you know?
I hated issue 1.
So I cannot stand behind his Batman until I've actually read it myself.
Read just the one. Okay, so I'll just describe it in 1 to 2 sentences here, and then I'll be quiet. You have like 6 or 8 issues in a row of dream sequences that none of it made sense or went together, other than you knew it was a dream because he was captured. He also had another issue where there was literally no talking, not a single word bubble in the entire issue, not one. And that's Tom King's run. Every single book, like, you know how like I don't know if you read it, but Venom, I think it was like 30, was supposed to lead into King of Black, and it totally
did not. The one where he was falling?
No, the one before that. It was like a year. It said a year later, and then it shows Noel there. But then, like King of Black 1 is like present day. Oh crap, it's happening. You know, it's like didn't lead in at all. There was like 4 issues in a row like that with Bane and Batman fighting each other. It was like each issue did not connect to the previous issue. So,
yeah, interesting.
Sorry, I'm very opinionated on that, just because.
No, yeah, that's fine.
I've every single Batman book since the New 52, #1 of Batman. So I've read them all, and it's pretty clear to me which ones, to me, are the worst. So sorry.
Yeah, I did want to ask you specifically though, because I know you're right. You're reading Nightwing and Teen Titans Academy. So is it weird for you reading Dick Grayson, like Nightwing, the 2 different versions?
That happens all the time. Like Justice League Batman, and then the regular.
Yeah.
And
but I mean, it's just like so weird to me because like he kind of had like he didn't sleep with Barbara, right? And Nightwing, right? They just had a date night, and I guess they never really called it a date night, but it certainly felt like it, you know.
They kissed.
But then over here in Teen Titans Academy, like he's all about Corey. So like, how weird is that? Like, it seems so strange to me.
Nightwing and Babs all been like everyone, because Nightwing also had a girlfriend in the Dan Jurgens Nightwing before, when he was Rick. So he had a girlfriend, and as soon as he became Nightwing again, he broke up with her. So yeah, it is a little weird. It is a little weird.
I mean, he has like such a great like bubbly personality in Nightwing, but then over here in Teen Titans, he's kind of like the drier version of Nightwing that's been around for the last however long, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just different writers, but I do like both a lot. In fact, if I had to say my favorite DC books right now, I would probably say Teen Titans Academy and Nightwing. Those are probably my favorites. And then I'd probably put Flash next, just because it's been like a Wally West story, even though it's like not been, but it has been.
Yeah, it's a weird book right now for sure.
And then I'd probably go Batman and then Justice League.
Yeah, I mean, for me, because like Suicide Squad has been like surprisingly amazing, and I really like Swamp Thing. So those two, huh?
Okay, I know it's not supposed to be spoilery, but how did you like that tie-in to that? at the end
What,
of that.
Suicide Squad?
The Suicide Squad
Yeah.
tied into the most recent Teen Titans Academy.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was coming because it's in Suicide Squad. That's
Okay.
pretty much how Suicide Squad 2 ends, and it says like I don't think it's in the actual dialogue, but the teaser for To Be Continued, it says like headed to Teen Titans Academy or whatever. So
Okay.
I've been anticipating, although I did think Teen Titans Academy 2, I didn't think they were going to make any mention of it. And then I figured Suicide Squad 3, they would show up there, and then maybe Teen Titans 3 would finish that story. So I was a little surprised that they actually showed up and tied it right there, but
And it went
it's cool.
It started at the beginning too. It wasn't just like it was a last page thing, but it also was like, okay, let me show you 4 pages as a tease, and then we'll get back to that in the last 1 to 3 pages.
Yeah. And it was really cool. I think I'm excited to see it because that was kind of my main question at the end of that Suicide Squad issue is like, why are they going there though? Are they going specifically for Red? Because that's kind of what's going on in Suicide Squad is they're going around collecting people.
Right.
And so I knew they were going to Teen Titans Academy. I was like, I don't know if they're going for Red X because he's going to be on the team, or if they're going there to get somebody else, or why they're going yet, And so this one kind of let me know a little bit more about what's going on there.
Right back.
Cool beans. But yeah, so Teen Titans Academy, cool stuff. Suicide Squad is coming, so I'm excited for Suicide Squad 3. I enjoyed Future State Suicide Squad, and so I went ahead to see how connected it was going to be, and then I ended up falling in love with this. So if you're not reading Suicide Squad from DC right now, like it's surprisingly incredible. I really like John Cena. Like I fell in love with him as an actor in Trainwreck. I think he's pretty phenomenal. He's hilarious. And so him playing Peacemaker, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool or whatever. And then I started reading Suicide Squad, and Peacemaker is kind of like the main character there. And now I am more pumped than ever to see the Suicide Squad with John Cena as Peacemaker. I think it's going to be incredible. I have not read Berserker 2. It is very low on my priority list. I still have books that I like to read before I get to that one. And I enjoyed issue a lot more. This issue. Yeah, Mark from Legion of Comics, if he's still listening, he said the same thing. He said he thought it was pretty good, and I know how he felt about the first one. So it sounds like everybody kind of says the same thing. Like it's a vast improvement over that weirdly paced show we got in the first one. I just can't overlook the fact that Matt Kindt is involved. He's such a phenomenal writer. Like, I mean, so many things. Folklore is amazing. Rai, I mean, probably my favorite character in the Valiant universe. Definitely one of my favorite story arcs for Rai, and to see him come over here and do whatever that first issue was. Yeah, like I don't know, like that makes me like it even less that they're like, hey, we need an expert at this thing to connect you with, but then like they don't actually. I don't know, like if it really is like Keanu Reeves' like whole story was like, what if I just jump out of a helicopter and punch everybody through their heads for a whole bunch of time, and then we'll just like end it. And Matt Kindt's like, well, like we need to add something to that, so I'm just gonna add this little. Why would Keanu Reeves not be like, hey, I want to work with you. Let's put together a really good book about it, So that just makes me weird that you like bring experts into the room but don't listen to them,
Matt Kindt has been commenting on my videos. He commented on my most recent Berserker #2, and he commented on the first one too. So he's been watching.
Awesome. Yeah. That's cool.
I liked it. Let me see. He said like one sentence. Let me find it here. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, are you talking Berserker 2 now?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't read it, so I wasn't saying anything really about it yet, but I know that you read it. You did a video if you want to say anything about it.
Yeah, it was epic. I loved it. It felt like a very good second act where like the first one is like, okay, let's throw some action at the people. We're not doing a Marvel first episode here. We're doing a Snyder cut right here. We're jumping straight into action, right? Or like Mortal Kombat, jumping straight into action, right? And then second act was like, okay, we're going to build up this character so you know more about background to it, which we've heard the background before issue 1, even though it wasn't in issue 1. Issue 2 is where it happened. But it was really cool to see, and it had the same violence and action, but there was more to it. I don't know. It was fun. It was really, really fun.
Yeah. I mean, I pretty much heard, based on what I know of how everybody felt about the first one. Everything I've heard about the second one says it's better, so I'm gonna read it. It's just like not super high on my priority list. What's up, Vincent? Did you read? What was I going to ask you about? Oh, did you read Beta Ray Bill?
No.
Was
it good?
It's pretty good. There's a lot going on, and I still kind of feel like there's remnants of, like, for some reason Thor feels really out of place with everything that happened with King in Black.
He said it's because of the pandemic.
Which is what I figured. It seems like the end of like that 6th issue, with the Black Winter and all that, it seems like that was supposed to have happened somewhere around the same time as King in Black taking off and stuff. Because there's still like these weird little remnants that seem out of place even in Beta Ray Bill. So I feel like all of that got shifted a little bit because of the pandemic and everything.
It did. And makes sense. But I still like Marvel has the power to fix that. Like, you know what I mean? They have the power to be like, okay, let's be like, he's battling this guy. Let's have him leave at the end of one issue, and at the start of the next issue, have him come right back to where he was. You know what I mean? They can figure that out easily, but they just maybe Donny Cates. No, I'm not going to do that. Who knows?
Yeah. I really don't know where it all got mixed up. I don't think he ever intended Thor to be a big part of King in Black in the first place, so that might be why they didn't put too much priority on fixing it. I don't know. But it definitely, I kind of feel like Beta Ray Bill is, like, there's a lot of potential for them for Cates to continue Thor, because Beta Ray Bill is Daniel Warren Johnson, but it's very much part of like the Thor continuity he's building. So I could see like him continuing Thor and Daniel Warren Johnson like taking Beta Ray Bill on this great like character growth arc, and then whenever Beta Ray Bill comes back, like toward the end of the year, they could do like a Thor Thor-centric event. Like, it don't have to be something like King in Black that's like huge and all-encompassing, but like a mini Thor universe kind of event or something, Maybe Black Winter comes back this winter and Beta Ray Bill shows up all powered up and stuff and is able to stand toe-to-toe with them as well, and so you get Thor and Beta Ray Bill and all of Asgard's like all built up and stuff again. And so I think that could be a cool direction if that's where they're taking it, and maybe that's why they didn't bother with fixing the King in Black stuff,
And so if they could fix his face, that'd be great.
Beta Ray Bill?
Yeah.
That's what his mission is.
Oh, shoot.
Because he can't turn into his like human form anymore, so he's trying to get back to turning back into Corbinite or whatever.
How's your weight loss thing going?
It's been okay. I'm pretty much like stalled out. I'm trying to I wanted to go running this evening, so we'll see how the weather is, but it's been raining since this morning, so who knows how the rest of the day is going to look. But I've been so busy the last like 3 days that it's been easy to like not eat too much and stuff, but it's also made it harder to like get out and exercise.
I feel you, dog. I feel you. But when it rains here, I just go to the garage and lift weights.
Yeah, well, I don't have a garage, so.
Oh, that's right.
Actually, our barbell is like out front getting rained on, so that's going to be great later.
I was down 12 pounds this morning when I got on a scale, so I was super pumped about that. Still pumped, in fact, that decided to take a cheat day today. Oh, shoot. Cleaning.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was down like 13.5 pounds from last week, and then this week I was down about 15 pounds. So I still like took
Nice.
some weight off, but
Nice.
like I feel like I've lost my focus a little bit, so I need to get back to it.
It's tough, man. Like Sunday through Thursday, I mean, I went really hard, and like a couple, maybe 3 or 4 days in a row, it was like fluctuating only a half pound, and then finally today, after 5 straight days of going hard, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that, Nick. I didn't see that till now. Thank you. It was like a payoff today. It was like, okay, here's your payoff. Here's an extra 2.5 pounds that you lost. So then, of course, I decided to do a cheat day today. But
yeah,
whatever.
No, you know what's crazy? Like with the kids, we started doing like positive reinforcement or whatever,
Right.
So we got like a chart and like a calendar, and they get a star for different things every day. And when they get enough stars, they get a reward. And so like it's put, this focus in the house on like positive reinforcement. And then like every time that I do cheat a little bit, like I just beat the crap out of myself. Like I don't understand what positive reinforcement is,
I did 2.5 miles running last night. And then I walked the other half mile. And it was like 33:30 was my time.
Wow, that's not bad.
It was, and I got so what I did is I got my second shot yesterday, my vaccine shot. And I was like, okay, I need to work out because I'm going to feel like crap tomorrow or later tonight. I feel 100%. So
that's good.
I'm completely fine. So,
yeah.
What's up, No Good Comics? How's it going?
Good Lord, it's already 2:00.
It is.
Man.
It is.
All right. Well, I need to get out of here, but I was excited to have you on, man. I never get to have you in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I took today off, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
So
how's the family and everything?
My wife's grandma's not doing good, like at all. Like I think it'll be probably this weekend, probably, if I'm taking a guess. It's been bad for a while, but like her uncle's here now, and like I don't know, you can kind of tell that the finish line's
what
there.
The atmosphere is. Yeah.
So my job is to hang out with my kid when I go pick her up here in an hour and a half, and just occupy her while my wife is with her mom and her uncle and her grandma. So last night there was a lot going on. So
yeah, no doubt. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, and I know we've all said it in the Burke fan chat, but thoughts your way and your family's way, and whatever direction it goes, just like I hope the best comes of it,
For sure, I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. Well, do you want to tell everybody what to check out on your channel? You drop videos like 2 or 3 times a day, so
I'll just do a quick shorts later today, and then I'll probably have an unboxing tomorrow. And then I may do a stream later tonight if people want to. Thank you, man. I may do a stream later tonight, a Friday night chat. We'll see for like an hour, because since we missed the Thursday night chat, maybe I'll just call it the Thursday night chat. And just do it tonight.
Keep the name. Who cares?
Keep the name. Thursday night chat. It's Friday.
Time is a human construct.
I may do that tonight or tomorrow night. We'll see. I know DJ Lynx has got his rap battle happening tonight. So
that is tonight. Oh, I'm excited for that one.
So, yeah. Outside of that, nothing. You?
I have this. Hopefully, I can jump on stream whenever you do that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna drop a video tomorrow because I already know what I'm doing for that. Sunday, of course.
Did you read? Have you picked up Berserker 2, or have you not even picked it up?
No, I didn't even pick it up.
Right,
I haven't read it either, though.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's on my phone. Let me do it real quick. Yeah, I'll do that.
My new comic book day video. I was so busy. I recorded it Tuesday, and I still haven't had time to finish. It's like 80% done. So that'll be going up tomorrow morning at the latest, and I'll probably have an unboxing coming. So there's plenty of content headed out the door. I just got to get it there.
Make sure you check out Ryan's Patreon. You don't even have to be a member. You put a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah, I put quite a bit of stuff up there, so check that out. Podchaser, I put a video yesterday, and then I realized it was the 29th. So everybody that rushed to do a review to donate some money to charity, Reviews for Good, Podchaser donates a quarter for every review done in the month of April. So today, everybody needs to go do a review today because that's worth something to a family in need. So, and I don't know how I knew that like Wednesday was the 28th, and for some reason I was thinking Thursday was the last day of the month. And then whenever I looked at the calendar, I was like, that totally makes sense, actually.
I should at some point today. I should get the stuff for next week from Boom. So I'll see what's on there. But I'm going to send you this real quick, Ryan. This
awesome.
BRZRKR 2. So the only thing that sucks about it, it's got all the stuff on it.
Yeah, the print. What do they?
The only way I don't have the watermark is if I ask for it early. That's the only. It's weird how they do that. It's like, okay, here's 3 weeks early with nothing on it. But if you want to read it the week like 5 days before, here's all our Boom logos over everything.
That is weird. I would have thought last moment they would just be in such a rush. They just send you whatever they have in the file.
It's weird, man. It's weird, but
yeah.
There we go. And sense.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, I got to get out of here, but I had a blast. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And good show. A little early today, and I liked being able to jump on.
Yeah, I liked having you. I got to go do some stuff this afternoon, so I was like, let me knock it out early so I don't have to worry about missing it.
There you go.
All right. Well, everybody take care. Take it easy, and we'll see you next time.